advice I wish I had taken in the beginning was put aside your pride and your ego. It's very heavy to walk around with that. Very, very, it's a huge cost. There's a cost and there's a price. And the cost is huge. It's a ton to walk around with pride and ego and I know versus I don't know. I want to do this, I don't know how to do it. Can you help me? I see this thing in Black in Canada, will you join my team and help me build this? It becomes easier when I approach it that way. But if I go around, I know, and I don't, it's a very lonely, hard and heavy way to operate. So, pride and ego. I have a huge ego and I've got to constantly be reminded to put it aside, and put it aside, and put it aside. It's not about you, Ricardo. It's just not. My son reminds me every day, 6 a.m. when he wakes up, and I'm like, thank you, baby. And he's like, hi, Dad, let's go. I know you're up till 4. I'm up at 6. Got it. There'll be 2 books I recommend to entrepreneurs. One is The War of Art by Steven Pressfield. It's 3 books. The War of Art by Steven Pressfield talks about the fight you have to go through as a creative person, as a creative being, to bring that thing that you see into the world into reality. So it's a war of art. It's a brilliant book. I highly recommend that. That changed many things for my life and my business. The other book that Steven Pressfield wrote was Turning Pro. Like, what's the difference between an amateur and a professional? This book breaks it down. Cold, plain language. Those 2 books are awesome. The last book I'd recommend is BYOB, The Unapologetic Guide to Being Your Own Boss, written by my lovely wife. And I'm not saying it's a great book because my wife wrote it. It's actually a great book because it's not a story about how she created her first company. It really breaks down the real scenario with the truth, with examples, worksheets, places to go, websites to thing, a list of people to follow, like everything you need is in this book. In the book, you can just click and download a whole worksheets for everything, and there's an extra 30, 40 videos with other entrepreneurs who all did something, all under 30, from all over the world. And she sat down with them one-on-one for half hour, 45 minutes. You get all of that when you buy that book. So it's a really good read if you want to do something as an entrepreneur. It'll give you the truth. She's like, this is how much debt I have. I had no savings, no family support, no funding. I started with 0 and I had to make my rent in 60 days. Like, real. She showed you how she did it, broke it down. This is what I had to do, switch my phone plan, like what it really took to do it. So she went from 0 to launching her business in 99 days. And we poured a lot of our business ideas and strategy and thinking into that. So it's a massive, massive tool, and I wish more people would have it. And it is already an Amazon.ca bestseller in entrepreneurship and self-esteem. So 3 books, not 1. There's never one answer, you know.